Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad here this Thursday morning. Got a good show lined up, as always. But first, our weather. Let's take a look at that. It's going to get up to 80. Actually, we're going to get up to 76 and low of 56. It's not going to hit 80. I tell you where 80 is in the back of my mind. When I looked at the water temperature, 80.4. First time it's hit 80 this year. And that's why those pompano, they've been tearing them up this week. I've had a lot of feedback on pompano. Our river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. Take it outside with Mountain Dew. And a lot of Americans are doing that right now. The Apalachicola up Bluntstown, 12.9. Is getting out of the color zone. I'd like to see that. Probably a pretty rapid drop right in here. Now the Choctaw at Caryville, it's a 5.6, and it's going to be looking good for this weekend. Choctaw, I mentioned this yesterday. Tide chart, they're going to pick back up. Look at here now. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We've got good tides today, and we got an outgoing tide. The high tide at 9:02 this morning. And it starts dropping out. It's going to be low at 7 o'clock tonight. So that's really, look at it, Friday and Saturday tides also, how it's dropping really strong. That's going to be some good fishing, folks. Now, our fish and game time brought to you by Blue Water Outriggers out of Port St. Joe. The times are 12:32 to 2:32 this morning and this evening, and even right for lunch, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And that coincides with that falling tide. And that full moon tonight, all kind of exciting things going on. So get outside if you can. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I got all kind of things going on. You know, I want to first mention our seniors all across America, especially in the Florida Panhandle, not getting their senior year. You know, the classes I taught in outdoor were seniors, and they just really got into their senior year, and you just feel them just get more and more excited. They're getting ready to hit that graduation stage. My heart goes out to them, and if you have any seniors in your family or friends or anything, just encourage them and all. And I saw something on the news the other night. The principal of a school of 600 seniors went to each senior's house and had a Snickers bar, and personally gave them a Snickers bar and said, one day we're going to look back and snicker at this. So I thought that was cool, so hats off. I don't know where that was, but what a great educator to do that. So try to encourage these seniors, and it's just tough. It's tough on everybody. A couple of pictures also. Let's look at, I got a couple of pictures. I'm going to show them. The first one coming out, Clay Murphy and Elizabeth Wingrove out of Weewall. Usually they're catching a lot of freshwater fish. Folks, look at what they caught at Mexico Beach this past weekend. Look at all those pompano. Them and the dogs, and Elizabeth was a really good outdoor ed student. And that's a good job. Well-rounded. They do a lot of outdoor stuff. All right, how about this one now? 50 million kids being schooled in the homes of gun owners and not one school shooting. So it wasn't a gun after all. We got a point right there. Thank you, Ronald Mathis, for pointing that out. Now this is that big amberjack. This is a 112-pound amberjack. Joe King, he owns By the Bay Yard Care here in Panama City. Folks, a 112-pound. Benji Kelly sent this to me. Caught it on the Kelly Girl, and this is, look at this. Is that amazing size of that fish? Wow. What a great picture. Congratulations, Joe King. And, you know, I want to mention about if you get a chance to go with your captains and the local captains or local charter boat guys, inshore or offshore, we have some great captains right here in this area. I'm serious. These guys are something else. I know almost all of them. If they work hard, they're going to put you on the fish. So if you get a chance to go with them, you know, things sort of loosen up a little bit. You get on a boat now, sort of keep your distance, and take a look at that. That's just awesome. I want to also the tide chart. I want to mention that again. I had this written out here. The tide chart. Make sure that you understand about the outgoing tide tomorrow afternoon and Saturday afternoon. Really, if you're really serious about fishing, get on some of the points and all. I'll talk more about it tomorrow in a fishing report, but I just want you to go ahead and put it in the back of your mind there too. I got an email from Captain Kim down in Sea Quarters. She said our first ever snowy grouper, but I didn't get the picture, so I've emailed her back, send the picture. A snowy grouper is rare, and for them to catch it down there is something. Also, I looked up the AJ, the Amberjack state record. You know, this was a 112 pounder here. The Florida state record was actually set in 1979 down in Alvarado, and it was 142 pounds. But that's, you know, right there in the middle of the Keys, and you can expect that kind of stuff. The Texas state record is not much more than this. The Texas state record is only 121 pounds. So that, I thought that was really cool stuff right there. Also, keep sending emails. I got a nice email here from Ted Gagné. You know, he won last week, the red snapper. Here's the email. Hey Winston, I went to Tarpon Docks yesterday and picked up the snapper that I had won. Cooked it on the grill and it was excellent. Also, I got some shrimp and grits for tonight. Thanks, Ted Gagné up there in Lynn Haven. And you don't have to just win something. You go down there and get some fresh seafood. It's really good this time of year. Now, you know, I mentioned yesterday about the flounder. We got to stay on top of that. If they're trying to outlaw flounder gigging, then that's something that we really need to get into. I'm going to really harp on this. I haven't got any feedback from any official sources. That article was in Florida Sportsman. I feel very strong about this, that recreational fishermen should have the right to gig flounder. They can change the limits if they want to, that's fine. And also, you know, if we got to put a limit on commercial fishermen, it's okay with me. And I know some of these commercial guys. Alabama has a 40 fish limit. Florida has, you know, don't have any limit. It's unlimited, and they get 400 or 500 pounds. So I think it'd be best for everybody to. It's something we need to, you know, to stay on top of. Those South Florida captains, they're against gigging altogether. All right, now we're getting ready to look at this video. This video I did a little while back with Frank LaRucco, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and we went over there to on Highway 20 at right past Ebro, and we were looking really okay for some really strong fish, and for sturgeon they do a lot of research on sturgeon. So I asked Frank, and you'll see there in the video, what's the biggest sturgeon they got out there. He said they actually got some that was actually 8 feet long. Now on this video we don't show 8-footer, but you can hear them pinging, they're tagging them, you know, sort of like it's just exciting to see this kind of research, sort of like my buddy was doing with the triple tail, sending them southern miss. So U.S. Fish and Wildlife does the same kind of stuff. And I really get into this kind of scientific studies and all. This was really, really cool. So anyway, we got the video going, and we're going to take a break, come back, look at it, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. I wish all the schools would sort of copy this and take a look at it. So anyway, let's take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, we're at the Panama City Field Office of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. It's located right here off Balboa. And we're going down, it's early in the morning, and we're going on a trip. We'll meet our crew over here. All right, we're gonna meet our crew this morning. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. We'll start with Frank. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Yep, we're going out, do a little netting on sturgeon this morning over at Choctaw River at Ebro. And we've got Chance is YCC employee this summer. It's a youth conservation program that he spent 320 hours working with us, and he did a number of jobs, including sturgeon netting.
All right.
Matt Lachette, who is our new biological technician, and Matt's been out on a number of occasions with us, and he knows the whereabouts of sturgeon are.
And this is our rig right here?
Got a 20-foot net boat here, designed for sturgeon. It's got a 8-foot tank in there with a recirculating system, and it's a well-built boat, and we're going to do it.
Okay, and it's raining.
It's raining.
Okay, so we're going to go. And Chance is an outdoor ed alumni.
We may melt.
Folks, we're here at Ebro, below the bridge. Here we are, putting in the Choctaw River. Okay, now, Frank, what's the first thing we're going to do?
Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if there's any telemetry fish in this particular area. We've got a receiver here, and Chance has got a hydrophone, and this is called an omnidirectional hydrophone. So it listens, picks up fish in a circular area. So we're going to put this in the water.
Okay.
The range is probably maybe about 200-300 yards on this particular unit.
Okay. Within 10 seconds, we found a fish, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So-
Okay. We don't know what it didn't say which fish it was yet, but it didn't show it yet.
That's
We're
amazing.
waiting.
There's one in the background too. Yeah.
So you can hear them pinging.
So the ping is that transmitter.
It's a
pinging back.
three round, it's a
And
three burst. There you go.
There's another one going. There it is.
6K 62393.
That's the number. of that
That's the
fish.
number of that fish.
So you got several in here.
62413.
There's another one, 6 right here.
Yeah, it's 2 right now. There's the number of the fish.
That's
right
the number of the fish right there. That is cool.
And so you can hear them in the background too.
Yeah. So now what are we doing here? We're going.
Okay.
Getting
Let
the
Chance
water quality.
Yeah.
All right, Chance, tell us.
All right, with this machine right here, the computer, we're gonna be doing the water quality, which is the pH, oxygen content, the temperature, and all that good stuff. And it tells us how good the water quality is.
Okay.
All right, temperature is 24.14 degrees Celsius. Conductivity is 95. Salinity is 0.04. The pH is 8.53. 0.45 for the dissolved oxygen.
All right, so in layman's term, what is that telling us basically is?
This is pretty good stuff. You know,
Pretty.
temperature is in the mid-70s right now.
Okay.
Usually when that temperature gets down in the, say, mid-60s, fish start moving on out.
Okay.
So we're looking good. Oxygen is real good.
There is something over there.
You know, pretty good stuff.
All right, we're getting ready. There you go. Throws it out here. Some of you gill netters can remember
9-inch
this.
stretch net, nylon.
What kind is it?
Nylon net, 9-inch stretch mesh, 10 foot deep, 100 foot long. Drift net,
This is a drift net.
line on the bottom. Looks good, man.
Okay. So we're just going to drift down the straight, right down the straight.
Watching the floats for any activity.
Okay.
And as soon as it happens, you get up there and pull it in.
So you go, Matt, and just keep it straight, right? Keep the net.
Keep the net as straight as possible and as tight as possible.
Okay. And folks, here comes the rain. Well, it's not supposed to rain when we're fishing, Frank. What happened? He didn't.
He's gonna have, throw you off the boat here. You know?
Here it comes. All right, put it on the end. We're going to change places. And look at that second cord. It's out a little bit further.
Oh, we got a sturgeon.
Little one.
We got a sturgeon. Okay.
Come on.
All right. Here we go.
Good little guy.
Got a little one. Also, a little one. There it is, folks. All right.
Come on.
All right. Okay, Frank, we see we got a tag on this one?
Yep, this has been tagged before, and we can look in our database when we get back to find out when it's been tagged and where it's been tagged, how much weight and length it has gained over the period.
Okay.
This is normal. These fish lay upside down a lot like this one we have.
That's normal then to be upside down, okay?
But take a look at this snout.
Okay.
Look at, it has sensory organs just like a channel catfish.
Yeah.
And these are certainly when it goes along the bottom, feeling for any organisms. It's a bottom feeder. But look at all the electronics in this snout. I mean, it's like a computer.
Yeah.
He has got a real sensitive snout, and so he's picking up everything. And it's a bottom feeder, so it's got that mouth where it's sucking along the bottom. And it'll pull organisms out from several inches into the substrate. And he will be feeding on things in the marine waters like little ghost shrimp, sand fleas, marine worms, anything that he can find on the bottom. But
Do they feed at a particular time?
they feed during the winter. They don't feed in fresh water, and they will feed this time of year. They're migrating to the Gulf, into the bay, where they will overwinter, and that's where they do their feeding.
Okay, so they don't eat much in fresh water, huh?
No, the young ones do, because they spend a year or so in the river, so they are feeding. But these fish here, at this size, they're not eating in the river. We'll catch them occasionally, the same fish over a period of time during the, look at that, on the wall, right there. This spider there.
Yeah.
Pretty good sized one.
Look at that.
But we'll catch them during the summer a couple of 3 times maybe, and you could see the weight decreasing in them each time you catch them.
All right.
Now, Chance is going to put this these tags here have a number on them. Well, they have our telephone number, and it has a code number on there that we go ahead and we'll go ahead and put a tag in each of the fins.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and put it in there.
That's good.
All right.
Left is US 3744.
3744.
Yep. Right is US 3745. You already had a. How you can do it.
I'm going to take a piece of tissue from this fish too.
Okay. So let's turn around. Let's get a picture of that shirt. I want to get a picture of this Mo's outdoor ed shirt to see what kind of students we put out for you guys.
Let's see. Go ahead and clip a piece off.
All right, I got a little.
We send this tissue to 3 geneticists.
Okay.
One in Georgia, one at Southern Mississippi, and one at the University of Florida.
Now, what will they do with it?
They keep it in a database, and they will go ahead and they're trying to determine just populations just with genetics.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at the armor on this.
It almost looks prehistoric, right?
They're 200 million years old, and they haven't changed much over the past. But look at take a look, feel that once.
Wow.
These are the scutes. You know, it has no bones.
Yeah.
Skeleton is on the outside, and it's all cartilage. But, I mean, these are extremely sharp, especially on the younger fish. And you can get cut up pretty bad on them. As they get older, everything starts dulling up somewhat.
Huh.
I'll go ahead and hold it. Okay. Measure the fork right here. That's the most accurate measurements.
Okay.
Okay. We're looking at 3 feet to 6. And then we take a measurement straight up and down. This is an eyeball measurement, 4 feet even. Okay, and go ahead and
8.8 pounds.
that's
Or
kilograms.
kilograms.
8.8
8.8.
times 221.
Okay.
So you're looking at between 15 and 20 pounds.
Okay, 15, 20 pounds. 3.5 foot off, right at 4 foot. Now you call that a small one.
Yeah, this is a small one. This you would consider this fish they call it a subadult.
Okay.
When they get about 50 inches fork length, that's kind of the break off for adults.
Okay.
So,
All right. That's a release right there. He was tagged and released. Well, Frank, we're wrapping up. I want to thank you guys, you and Matt and Chase, for taking me on this trip. It was a good one.
it was an interesting trip. We'll do it again, I'll tell you what.
Well, just in closing, what are, we see how you do it now, and you do it at different times of year. I guess summer is the most productive time.
Summer is it, and it's conditions are a little bit better during the summer.
What are some of the, people always want to know, what are some of the largest ones y'all brought out of here, out of the Choctahatchee River?
Well, we've caught fish up to 160 pounds out of the river before, 8 feet long, and those are few and far between, but they are around this, we do see them in the system. Generally, average fish in this area is around 50 pounds.
Okay.
That's a good sized fish. Now, this river has about 3,500 fish in it,
Wow.
and it's made up of juveniles, which is a little bit smaller fish, fish under 30 inches, and about 30% are juveniles, and about 25-30% of subadults. Then you got the rest are adults.
All right.
This is a nice cross section. You got good reproduction in this river, so this river's coming back real strong.
All right. Well, that's good to hear, Frank. Again, thanks, and I've really enjoyed this trip.
Well, I appreciate it. It was fun having you along.
Okay.
We'll do it again.
All right, buddy. Thank you now.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.